Hare Krishna. So I'm very happy and grateful to celebrate Shri Krishna Janamastami in one of the most beautiful temples of ISKCON. I must not say one of the most, but it's the most beautiful temple of ISKCON. And the most beautiful lordships, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Janamastami Maha Mahotsav ki. So I beg blessings of all the devotees here that I can do some service repeating the words of the Acharyas, because on our own I don't have qualification to glorify the Lord on His special appearance day. But our Acharyas give us hope. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an example that if an ordinary stream of water comes and merges with the water of the Ganges, it is also treated as the sacred waters of Ganges. In the same way, our words are not pure. But if we repeat the parampara words, if we repeat the words of the predecessor Acharyas, then our words have potency. So we get empowerment of speaking if we repeat the words of previous Acharyas. Otherwise, how we can glorify the Lord? When Krishna released the 16,100 princesses from different areas imprisoned by Narkasur, and Krishna went to them, they saw Krishna first time face to face. And they were glorifying Krishna. And they went on telling to Krishna that, Krishna, please forgive us. So Krishna asked them, what offense you committed that you are asking forgiveness? They told, Krishna, when we used to discuss your glories among ourselves, we used to compare your beauty with lotus. We used to compare your beauty with moon. We used to compare your beauty with the monsoon cloud. But now that we have seen you face to face, we realize how foolish we were to compare you with all these ordinary things. You are beyond all explanation. You are beyond all beauty. Even in material world we see that if we give a nice seminar on gulab jamun, how is gulab jamun, how does it look, what is the viscosity of the sugar syrup, and how is the color, and how deep you should fry, and what should be the quality of ghee. You give a 3-day seminar on gulab jamun, but unless you put it in your mouth and taste it, that experience is different. So no matter whatever we speak about Krishna, it is going to be less. Because Krishna himself cannot understand the limit of his glories. Because by the time he realizes his glories increase furthermore. They are ever expanding. And therefore Anantasesh is glorifying Lord with thousands of mouths for eternity and still not able to finish the glories of the Lord. What to speak about finishing the glories of Lord? Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami tells that Anantasesh cannot finish even one day's activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What to speak about his whole qualities and pastimes and compassion. But we are tiny jivas. We try to accept whatever we can through the words of previous Acharyas. Our Acharyas have accepted Srimad Bhagavatam as the ultimate praman, ultimate authority in describing Krishna. And therefore, our way, our help to see Sri Krishna is through Srimad Bhagavatam. That is our spectacles. Without glasses I cannot see, but with glasses I can see. In the same way, without Srimad Bhagavatam, we cannot see Krishna. And therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is actually worshipped as the deity of the Lord. We learn how Srimad Bhagavatam, different cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam are different limbs of Krishna's body. We see how first and second canto are Krishna's feet. We need feet to stand. In the same way, first and second canto give us philosophy to establish our lost Krishna consciousness. And then third canto starts with Nirishwar Sankhya. Tendency to enjoy without Krishna. It starts with Hiranyaksha. He wants to enjoy the world, so much so that he stole all gold from earth. He was so greedy. Without Krishna, he wanted to enjoy. But then, the end of third canto comes to Ishwarvad Sankhya. You want to enjoy? Enjoy with Krishna's service. Kapil Dev's instruction to Devahuti on devotional service. Okay, you want to be happy? One can be happy in Krishna's service. Then comes fourth canto, which deals with Karma Yoga. How one can engage one's tendencies to serve Krishna. Dhruva went to Krishna with material desires, but he became completely purified. And that's how we enjoy more. Like suppose a very wealthy person purchases a car and he keeps a driver. If he switches on the aircon will not say that I will only give coolness to the owner, not to the driver. No, because the driver is driving the car, he will also get all facilities like the owner of the car. Sometimes the servant enjoys even more than the master. Like in India, we see many big people, they have their farmhouses and holiday houses, and they kept it with caretakers and they enjoy all facilities. And these owners, they go once in a year. It was ISKCON's anniversary day in 1972 or 73, and devotees prepared a big cake for Srila Prabhupada to cut. Srila Prabhupada cut the cake and took a little piece of it. And then Srila Prabhupada sent the cake inside for devotees to take. So one devotee asked this question to Srila Prabhupada, that Prabhupada, how great it is that being your servants we are enjoying like you. Srila Prabhupada said, no, that is not correct. My servants enjoy more than me. Just go inside and see. I took this much and my servant will eat the whole cake. So being in Krishna's service is more enjoyment. And then we come to fifth canto, which is the canto of good advice. Rishabdev gave good advice to his sons. We see different descriptions of this whole cosmic manifestation. And fifth canto is compared to Lord's belly. And Damodar Ashtakam we glorify Lord. Tadi udarayatha vishwasya dhamane. In your belly, whole cosmic manifestation is there. Therefore, in fifth canto we read different planetary systems. Description of Jambudvip. Fruits that are so big that when they fall from tree, then they cause the origin of rivers. Imagine a mango falling from a tree and having mango river. And then the pulp dry on the bank and it becomes jewels. Unimaginable. But why the description comes? Because even though there are so many facilities, still this is not our home. We have to go back to Krishna. So sixth canto starts with description of bhakti, poshan. How Krishna nourishes his devotees. And there is no qualification required to come in Krishna's service. The story of Ajamil. What was Ajamil's qualification? Story of Vritrasur. He was a demon. And then that goes on to extend to 7th and 8th canto, where even more description of this fact that there is no qualification required to come to Krishna. Description of Prahlad Maharaj. 7th and 8th canto are Krishna's alms. So with alms you do a lot of give and take. So in 7th and 8th canto there is a lot of give and take. Hiranyakashipu was killed. Lord Nrsimhadev takes his kingdom, gives to Prahlad. Nectar came, Mohini Avatar takes that nectar from demons, give it to demigods. Lot of Bali Maharaj, Lord gave kingdom from Bali Maharaj, give it to Indra. Lot of give and take from the alms. And the 9th canto is the neck. Neck is very important. There is a saying that man is the head of the family, but woman is neck. So wherever neck goes, head has to follow. No choice. So man can be head of the family, but he has to follow the neck. So neck prepares, or 9th canto prepares us to go into the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the smiling face of Krishna. This 10th canto has 90 chapters. And out of these 90 chapters, 5 chapters are considered to be Rasa Panchadhyaya. The chapters of Rasa dance are compared to be the life and soul of Bhagavata. And in these 5 chapters also, the 31st chapter, where gopis sing glories of Krishna, the gopis' song of separation, is considered to be even the life of Rasa Panchadhyaya. And in that Gopi Gita, gopis call for Krishna. They collectively come and glorify Krishna. They want to see Krishna. They want to request Krishna to appear in front of them. So today, on this day of Janamastami, we are also waiting for Krishna to appear. He didn't appear as yet. He'll appear in midnight. That is his favorite time. Because criminals go out in night. And he is the leader of criminals. Choragraganyam. He is the leader of all thieves. So he wants to appear in midnight. But we have to call for him. We have to request for him to appear. So let us repeat the words of the best devotees of Lord Gopis. The first verse of Gopi Geet. We are ready? Jayati te dhikam janmana vraja shrayata indira shashvadatrahi Jayati te dhikam janmana vraja ta indira shashvadatrahi Jayati te dhikam janmana vraja shrayata indira shashvadatrahi janmana vraja Daita drishyata dikshutavaka Tvaidrita sava tam vichinvate Dikshutavaka Tvaidrita sava Daita drishyata dikshutavaka Tvaidrita sava tam vichinvate Gopya Uchuhu. The gopis collectively are singing this song. Jiva Goswami explains that the different verses of Gopi Gita is described by different gopis. But there is another understanding that they collectively called for Krishna. Krishna comes with Sankirtan. We see in Damodar Leela also. Mother Yashoda was struggling hard to bind Krishna, but she could not bind Krishna. But then she engaged other gopis that you also bring ropes from your houses, you also bring clothes. That is Sankirtan. When collectively devotees endeavor to bring Krishna in midst of them. So gopis together they are calling, they are inviting Krishna to come. And they are saying, "O beloved, your birth in the land of Vraja has made it exceedingly glorious. And thus Indira, the goddess of fortune, always resides here. It is only for your sake that we, your devoted servants, maintain our lives. We have been searching everywhere for you. So please show yourself to us. They are requesting Krishna. Krishna, please appear. We are your eternal servants. You appeared in Vraja and you made this Vraja Bhumi, this Vrindavan, glorious. So actually, you are the opulence of our lives. Without you, we are of no value. They are saying Jayati. Therefore, our victory is when we are with you. That is this victory of devotees. Success of life is not in opulence. Success of life is not in name and fame. Success of life is how much Krishna we are carrying. How much Krishna we received in our life. How much Krishna we have shared with others. That is the value of opulence of life. So here devotees are saying, Jayati, Krishna, all glories to you. Another meaning of Jayati is that Krishna, no matter how much you try to hide yourself, victory will be ours. Because you can't hide yourself from devotees. You can't be without devotees. So don't worry, you can be here and there, but because we are calling you together, you have to come here. Jayati. And then they are reminding Krishna, Te janmana vraja adhikam jayati. Because of your appearance only, Vrindavan got its opulence. How much Krishna glorified, how much Krishna made Vrindavan so important. When demigods come to this earthly planet, they don't touch the ground. They feel this earthly planet is so insignificant that they don't like touching ground. They don't want to touch the bhumi, earth. But Krishna, how much he has raised the importance of Vrindavan, that he was running in Vrindavan without any shoes, bare feet. So that is the real glory of Mother Earth, that Krishna has walked barefoot on this land of Vrindavan. And that makes this Vrindavan even greater than Vaikuntha. We have wonderful story of Gopkumar, where Gopkumar travels from different planets. And he goes to Vaikuntha and he sees Lord Vishnu. He was serving Vishnu. He was engaged in the party of musicians because Gopkumar was carrying a flute. So he was engaged in the party of musicians, and their job was to give pleasure to Vishnu by their musical instruments. But Gopkumar was not happy. He went to Dwarka and he was assisting Dwarkavasis to serve Krishna in Dwarka, but he was not happy. And then he met Narad Muni. Narad Muni asked, Gopkumar, you are with Krishna in Dwarka, but you are not happy. Why you are not happy? Gopkumar tells, when I chant this mantra given by my guru, I remember that blue boy not with the crown but peacock feathers. I remember that blue boy not with all these weapons in hands but with flute. Not riding on chariots but running around after the cows. That Krishna I want to worship. And then Narad Muni helps him to come to Vrindavan. So this Vrindavan is even greater than Vaikuntha. And that is the feeling of the devotees. They don't consider Krishna as God in Vrindavan. The devotees in the mood of Vrindavan, they consider Krishna their own child, their own friend. Like one time in Delhi, there was a big assembly of sadhus. And there were two prominent sadhus there, Tulsidas and Surdas, very prominent characters. So they were there, and a lot of sadhus. But there was an announcement that a mad elephant is charging this camp and everybody should run. So Tulsidas was praying to Lord Ram and he was sitting there. He had full confidence that Lord Ram will protect him. There is no need for running here and there. Lord will protect. But Surdas gathered all his items, started running. So Tulsidas said, what kind of devotee you are? You don't have trust in your Lord? You don't believe in your Lord that you are running? Surdas said, your Lord is Ram with bow and arrows. He is a grown-up person. But my Lord is little Krishna. He is afraid of cats of Vrindavan. What to speak about this mad elephant? So I have to manage myself. So he ran away from there. Shrayata Indira Shashwadatrahi. Krishna, when you come in our life, you came to Vrindavan. Lakshmi Devi had made permanent residence in Vrindavan. Actually, when Krishna appeared, Nanda Maharaj was donating to the Brahmanas. And it is described that he was donating all his treasure to each Brahmana. How is this possible? If he is donating all his treasure to one Brahmana, how is managing to donate to the second one? Because Lakshmi Devi would come back and fill the treasure again. Lakshmi Devi was thinking, my Lord is appeared and Nanda Maharaj is pushing me out of the house. But the wife knows the back door. So she was coming and refilling the treasure again and again. And Nanda Maharaj is donating. Shayata Indira, goddess of fortune, she had made permanent residence in Vrindavan. And she was not satisfied. She wanted to take part in Krishna's conjugal pastimes. And she made that request to the Lord that I want to participate in your rasa dance. Then Lord said, okay, no problem. You become a servant to a gopi. Then you can participate in the rasa dance. She says, I am Lakshmi. How come I'll become a subservient to a gopi? These are village girls and a whole world is worshipping me. How can I become subservient to a gopi? And Lord said, then forget about it. And you can't enter rasa dance. So Lakshmi Devi thought, with austerities she can achieve that status of Brajavasis. And till now in Bilva 1, if you go to Bilva 1 in Vrindavan, you will see till now Lakshmi Devi is doing austerity. She didn't get access to rasa dance. So Shayata Indira, eternally she is residing. And then the gopis are saying, Daita Drishyatam. My dear Lord, just look at us. You are the object of our love. We are your sole servants. Tavaka means your. We belong to you. How can you be so rude to us? How can you leave us alone? That sense of belonging should be there with Lord. Lord says, Ye yathamam prapadyate. How much we feel that sense of belonging to the Lord. We come to temple, we feel, oh, this is ISKCON's temple. They are making arrangements. And the arrangements are not proper, and this is not right, and that is not right. So Lord will also think that I also belong to these managers of ISKCON, not to you. But we think that this is my temple. This is my festival. This is my Lord. Then Lord will say, yes, I am also yours. So the gopis are telling, Lord, we are yours. How can you see us in distress? You have to come. Tvai drita savas tam vichintve. Drita means sustaining. Ashva means life. We are sustaining our life just by looking at you, just being around you. Like in lot of childhood stories, we used to hear that there would be a demon and his life would be in a parrot. You heard those stories? And then no matter whatever you do to that demon, nothing would happen to him because his life is in parrot. And then when you kill the parrot, the demon would die. So the gopis are telling our lives rest in your lotus feet. We live when you are there. Our life is surrounded around you. We come to temple and we circumambulate the Lord, telling the Lord that our life is revolving around you, Lord. Whatever priorities we set in our lives is by your mercy. We want you as priority of our life. So that is gopis are telling. That is the consciousness of Brajavasis. That they want Krishna. Their main object of attention is Krishna. That is Vrindavan consciousness. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers taught us that Vrindavan is not just a piece of land. If we maintain this consciousness, anywhere we live, we are living in Vrindavan. If we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates, Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani herself, but he never went to Vrindavan. Swarup Damodar and Ramanand Rayar, Lalita and Vishakha, they never went to Vrindavan. So Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha, all three of them who are the main persons in Vrindavan, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's liver, never went to Vrindavan. But by their consciousness they displayed how much they preferred Krishna's pleasure more than their pleasure. That is Vrindavan consciousness. So today on this day, we are welcoming Krishna. We learn from all associates of Lord, Vasudeva and Devaki doing the same. We are ready to take all troubles, but Krishna's mission should be fulfilled. Nanda and Yashoda, same mood. All Brajavasis, same mood. They are like the Chataka birds. Chataka bird only drinks water from the clouds. Even if you put Chataka bird in Ganges, Chataka bird will then also take out its beak outside. He will not drink Ganges water. He will only wait for the water from the clouds. In the same way, life and soul of Brajavasis is Krishna. That is Vrindavan consciousness. So when Kansa was sending all these demons, Brajavasis were just concerned about Krishna. And they kept on changing places. From Gokul, they went to Chatikara, then from Nandagaon, here, they were changing places. Their priority was Krishna. And finally, Keshi was sent. When Keshi was sent, all demons, they went with one-way ticket. They never came back. So they all were killed by Krishna. When Keshi didn't come back, Kansa was worried. Because Keshi was so powerful, even demigods cannot win over Keshi. So he was so worried what to do now. So Narad Muni came at that time. And Narad Muni told Kansa, Kansa, when you want to fight with an opponent, you don't go to his territory. Call him to your territory. And when you call him to your territory, then you can plan whatever you want and you can kill those boys. Narad Muni is a catalyzer to Krishna's pastimes. He wanted to just accelerate as fast as he could. So then, Kansa sent Akruda. This devotee Akruda, he was waiting for this moment. He was in Mathura just for assisting in Lord's pastime. He was waiting. He was tolerating Kansa all this while so that when Krishna and Balaram will come, he will get opportunity to see them. And now Kansa gave his own chariot. Take this chariot and bring Krishna and Balaram. Now, Mathura to Vrindavan is not far. We go by auto, we reach like how much? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? But Akruda took 12 good hours to reach Vrindavan. Because he was so much into that meditation. What will I do when I will go? What will I do when I will see Krishna for the first time? Will I offer him obeisances or will I give him an embrace? That is the meditation. We come and see, we take darshan of Lord Radha Radhanath, but it depends on our meditation, how they will reciprocate with us. So he was meditating on this. And when he entered Vrindavan, he offered his obeisances to the dust of Vrindavan, saw the lotus feet of Krishna, followed the lotus feet of Krishna, reached Nanda Bhavan. And first time he saw Krishna and Balaram, he almost fainted. Krishna and Balaram personally massaged his legs. And during the night, Akruda told Krishna and Balaram that, you know, your mama is planning a great plot against you. He has sent me to bring you to Mathura, but he wants to actually kill you. Krishna told Balaram that, Bhaiya, now expiry date has come. Mama's expiry date has come. So let's go and take care of it. So next day, Krishna and Balaram left. All Brajavasis left also. The elderly Gopas left with Krishna and Balaram. And they reached on the periphery of Mathura. Krishna and Balaram took permission from Nanda Maharaj and went to see the city. Now first time Krishna entered a city. He was a village boy. Not even village, he was a forest boy. Because Nanda Maharaj and others were forest dwellers. He first time entered into a city. The boundary of Mathura was made of silver and gold. There were multi-storied buildings. There were different flags of different varnas. And people have decorated Mathura because next day was festival. So they decorated Mathura city like a bride. And when Krishna entered that city, Kansa and his followers were seeing fear personified coming in the city. Actually, real Mathuradipati, real king of Mathura was entering the city. Kansa was a dummy king. So they were fearful that now Kansa is going to meet his end. But those who were in the mode of goodness, those who were devotees of Lord, they were seeing Krishna for the first time. They would hear Krishna's pastimes from the fruit sellers. Because fruit sellers would go to Vrindavan and come back and they would hear these pastimes of Krishna. They were so attracted to him. But they were seeing Krishna first time. The Brahmanas came, offered their respects. The ladies were showering flowers. And Krishna received a grand reception. In the meantime, Krishna saw one person is coming with lot of his followers. First, the Gopas thought he is Kansa. But when they asked, they came to know he was washerman of Kansa. He was also so proud to be washerman of Kansa that he was having like big ornaments and so many servants making way for him. And he was walking like a king. And Krishna thought, if I have to take care of the Kansa, first I have to start with him. So he told his Gopa friends, you go in the front and you tell this person that he is a washerman, he has so many clothes, he can give us some clothes. Because we are village boys in village clothing and we are entering into city, it's prestige issue. So we should have nice clothing. So go and ask. So these Gopas went. This washerman Ranga was so arrogant, he started to abuse these boys verbally. And then he started abusing words for Krishna. He could speak even 3-4 words like Balaka and Vachala and few words. And Krishna says, this is enough. We don't want to waste our time with this guy. So his Karagre, the front part of his hand, Krishna just touched him. And as he touched him, he was beheaded. On spot, murder. So his dead body lied there. Everybody was rejoicing that this boy is not ordinary. And they helped themselves. They took the clothes and put it on. Now just imagine these clothes. Jai Sri Shri Radha Radhanath ki. Sri Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So these clothes were Kansa's clothes. They were big clothes. And Krishna and Balaram were like 11 years old. So they were not fitting to them. So they were dragging. They put whatever they got. They were not knowing even how to wear those clothes. So sometimes some of the Gopas, they wore the pants on their top and top thing in their bottom. And they somehow managed the clothes. And clothes were so big that they were dragging around, like cleaning the streets of Mathura. So they're saying, Krishna, we can't go like this. So they said, just find out if there is some tailor. There was a tailor, and he was really very expert tailor. He was old, like 80, 90 years old, with grey hairs. And he was so expert and efficient that he would not go to anyone, not even Kansa. Kansa has to send his clothes and measurement to him, and he would stitch his clothes. He was so expert. So Krishna and Balaram thought that maybe he can help us. So as they were moving, this tailor, when he saw Krishna and Balaram, spontaneously started walking towards them. This is the attraction of Lord. He is Sarvakarshak. He is all attractive. He attracts everyone. So he took his scissors and things, and he started walking towards Krishna and Balaram. And people were saying, where is his arrogance now? He would never go to Kansa, but he is going to these boys. And he prayed to Krishna Balaram, can I stitch your clothes? Can I fix them up? And Krishna Balaram said, no, we are very busy. We have to go around, and we cannot give you clothes for stitching. Tailors are very bad. They take long time. So this tailor said, don't worry, you just stand. While you have put on these clothes, I can fix them. Have you seen tailor like that? You are wearing clothes and he can fix it. So this tailor has rendered this wonderful service. While Krishna Balaram were wearing these clothes, he fixed them up perfectly to their size. And now the beauty of Krishna Balaram enhanced. Actually, the beauty of clothes enhanced. Bhushana Bhushanangam. Lord is the ornament of ornaments. When Radha Radhanath is wearing these beautiful garlands, the garlands became beautiful because they have accepted. So Krishna Balaram were ready, and this tailor, when he went back to his shop, his workshop, he saw his scissor has turned into the golden scissor. And he saw in the mirror that 80, 90 years old person became like 16 years old youth boy. And he didn't become happy. He was not smiling. He started to cry. You know why he was crying? He was saying, my dear Lord, I spontaneously came to you to serve you, and all you have given me is this material opulence. I want your love. Please give me devotional service. Then Krishna was thinking, now everything is set. So we have our clothes fit. But now we should have garlands. So where to go? So all were surprised to see that Krishna Balaram left the main road, the royal road, and he went into a smaller road to a very, very low community's residence. That was the community of Shudras. And he went there, and he went straight to one person's house. That was house of Sudama, garland maker. This is not the friend Sudama, this is another Sudama. And he was making garlands. Actually, he was so expert garland maker that he would make garlands for all deities of Mathura when Ugrasen was king. But when Kansa became king, he stopped all worship in the temples. So he forced this Sudama to make garlands for him. And Sudama thought, better to stop this occupation than making garlands for Kansa. So he stopped making garlands for all these years. But when he received this news that Krishna Balaram are coming, from whole night he was making garlands. He filled his whole house with garlands. And he made not just garlands, like nice bracelets, nice anklets, all things made of flowers to nicely decorate Krishna and Balaram. Krishna Balaram entered into the house of Sudama on their own. And therefore, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati tells, don't try to see Krishna, but serve Krishna in a way that Krishna wants to see us. So he didn't endeavor to go around and look for Krishna Balaram. Krishna Balaram, seeing his attitude of service, came to Sudama, garland maker. And Krishna Balaram, when they entered the house, this Sudama became so surprised to see the Lord. He completely freezed. He was not aware what to do. And then Krishna was saying, the Sudama, when guest comes, you have to give him a seat to sit. So then he said, okay, sorry my Lord, please sit here. And then Sudama bathed the feet of Krishna and Balaram. That fortune which is given to Brahma by Vamandev, and Ganga originated from that feet washing by Brahma, that fortune was given to this garland maker. And he bathed the feet of Krishna and Balaram. And then he was just looking at Krishna Balaram. The Krishna Balaram said, I think you have made some garlands for us, right? So give it to us. So then Sudama started to decorate Krishna Balaram with garlands. Krishna was so pleased, so pleased. Krishna said, ask Sudama what you want. Just ask. Whatever you need, I am ready to give you. Sudama asked 3 prayers, 3 boons from Krishna. He said, Krishna, if you want to give me something, first give me non-enviousness. That I remain a well-wisher to all living entities. Second, make me satisfied so that I don't hanker for material pleasures. And third thing, whatever birth I take, may it be Shudra or insect or a bird or an animal, I always remain your devotee. So that is a wonderful boon he asked and Krishna gave. So we see from these pastimes how Krishna is ready to give his mercy to us. We have to just turn our face to Krishna. Krishna bahir mukha hoya bhogavancha kare, nikatastha maya tare jhapatiya dhare. We have turned our face away from Krishna, therefore all problems. But if we turn our face to Krishna, he is just ready to accept. We see Krishna is so compassionate, so magnanimous, that even if the intention is right and action is wrong, then also he accepts that service. We see how Krishna went to the house of Vidura, and Vidurani was offering these peels of banana to Krishna and throwing off banana. So the intention was so pure, but the activity was wrong. But Krishna didn't see that. Krishna bhavagrahi janardana. He accepted that love of Vidurani. Now reverse the situation. Intention itself is wrong, but activity is right. Then also Krishna accepts it. Example is Putana. Intention was to kill Krishna, but she came as a mother. She disguised herself as a mother. Krishna said, okay, at least she took form of my mother, so let me give her mercy. Vesha dharana matrena Putana uddhar, Sridhar Swami says. Just by taking a get-up of devotee, Krishna is ready to give mercy. So sometimes we see Krishna as bhavagrahi, but what was bhava of Putana? So Krishna selects best of 2. In our school, sometimes when teacher used to take a unit test and lot of students would fail, teacher would say, okay, I'll take a retest. But then students would tell, what if we fail again? And we passed the last time, then what will happen? Then teacher would say, okay, I'll take best of the 2. If you passed in first one, I'll consider that one. And if you passed in the second one, I'll consider that one. So Krishna is like that, best of the 2. If you have bhava, he will grant bhava. If you don't have bhava, at least externally we are coming to temple, dressed as a devotee, chanting his name, that also is accept. Now let us make both negative. Intention also wrong, action also wrong. Indra. When Indra decided to destroy Brajamandal by this rains of devastation, what was his intention? To compete with Krishna. What was his action? To destroy Brajavasis. Then also Krishna gave him mercy, because he came hiding behind Surabhi cow. Krishna loves cows, and he came behind Surabhi cows, he got mercy. Accepted that also. Now the worst is Vaishnava Aparadh, right? We hear that if we do Vaishnava Aparadh, Krishna will reject us, right? Then also Krishna didn't reject Durvasa Muni. He was running, escaping from Sudarshan Chakra, and finally went to Vishnu. And he asked, please protect me. And Vishnu said, I can't protect you because aham bhakta paradhina. I am in the control of my devotees. But then also, look at the beauty of Lord's compassion. Lord told him the way. Lord told him that I cannot help you, but go back to Ambarish Maharaj and beg forgiveness. So even telling the address of a doctor is also help. So Lord is not even rejecting him. That okay, you go and Ambarish Maharaj will help you. So that is Lord's magnanimity. We are so fortunate that by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we came to this wonderful shelter of Sri Sri Radha Radhanath. So on this day, we pray in the lotus feet of Lord that may we become sincere, may we become eager to receive Him in our lives. And then every day is Janamastami. Then every day we are receiving His mercy in our lives. Hare Krishna. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Sri Radha Radhanath ki, Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Sri Krishna Janmashtami Maha Mahotsav ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Nishinganand Prabhu, you want to add something? Maybe 5 minutes you can add.
Thank you so much for that wonderful nectar, encouraging us and sharing so wonderfully Krishna's mercy. And we see Srila Prabhupada, last few days we're hearing in the morning the quotes from Srila Prabhupada. And what caught my attention was the quote in the class I mentioned, how Srila Prabhupada said that we should try to capture Krishna. And then Srila Prabhupada in the conversation or letter said that I've already captured Krishna, so now you just take Krishna. So Prabhupada has really created such good fortune across the globe. That good fortune is really the saving grace for the whole planet. And like you mentioned, Krishna's mercy doesn't matter whether the intention is there or whether the emotion is there or whether both is not there. We find Srila Prabhupada in the same mood. Whoever came to Srila Prabhupada, he would see, whether the intention was there, he would extract that and amplify that. Whether someone's emotion, bhav was there, Prabhupada would accept that and amplify that. Both weren't there, Prabhupada would create that for them and offer them to Krishna. So we so fortunate to be in Srila Prabhupada's family with Krishna, and we can pray today to be grateful for that good fortune. And most importantly, everyone out there is waiting for this good fortune. So somehow or other we have to extend ourselves to please Srila Prabhupada to bring the souls. If we, like you mentioned, if our intention is there, then Krishna will extend in himself. So even if we simply have the intention to try to bring people, we may not be expert externally to try to bring them, but even just the intention is there. And even if that's not there, we go out and just try to do that externally with activity. Krishna notices that. And then Krishna will bring the living entities and the souls to through your service to his lotus feet. So we pray that we could bring more and more souls, because that's the best gift that we can offer to Shishi Radharanath on his birthday, on his appearance day. The Acharyas, and you were mentioning also that Krishna doesn't take birth, but to attract the living entities, because then we see that similarity is there. Then it's like he's taking birth. So thank you so much for your wonderful association and churning the nectar, so that we can also drink and become intoxicated and one day take darshan. Hari Prasad Prabhu was giving a talk, and he was saying that actually his desire was always to see Krishna. When he joined Krishna consciousness, that was his desire, that I want darshan of Krishna. And he started researching, and the more he started researching from different acharyas, from different scriptures, it is mentioned that in Kali Yuga, Krishna does not give darshan. Krishna does not appear. In the other three yugas, Krishna appears, but in Kali Yuga, Krishna never appears. And the more he was researching, the more he was getting despondent, that I thought that was why I joined, and I want Krishna's darshan. And then he found a beautiful quote by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also in the verse says, yes, Krishna does not give darshan, but Krishna does appear and give darshan in the heart. So that's in Kali Yuga, that's what you're praying for. Krishna, please appear in my heart. Please give me darshan in heart. And he was saying, without darshan, I cannot have separation. What's the use? I can't pray, Krishna, I'm missing you. I can't miss you if I didn't see you. So please allow me to see you. Please appear in my heart. And that is real Janamastami. The day that Krishna appears in our heart, after that, we will really miss Krishna every moment. Yeah. Shri Krishna Janamastami Mahotsav ki jai.
I just remembered a point as Prabhu was speaking, that in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur tells about this washerman Ranga. And he tells, was he really fortunate? And he tells, no, he was not fortunate. Because he saw Krishna, but he was not having any bhakti. So even though he was standing in front of Krishna, and for that he has done austerities and penances for millions of years, therefore he was standing in front of Krishna. But what is the use? There was no bhakti. So for us, the safest thing is to be behind an acharya, what Prabhu was saying. Because like a surbi cow, acharyas will make us offerable to Krishna. So our Janmashtami is following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, who will take us to Krishna's lotus feet. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for reminding that.
In relation to that same washerman, the Acharyas described that in his previous life, he was the same washerman in Ayodhya.
Yes.
That criticized the chastity of Sita Devi. So for that offense, he took birth and he was going to be killed by Krishna. But just see how merciful Krishna is. He was meant to be killed by Krishna, but Krishna said, no, I'll give him an opportunity. Let's see, give you an opportunity to serve.
If you still improve.
Yeah, you have opportunity now. You can serve. If you don't take advantage, well then, head off. Yeah. So.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.